Hey, and welcome to Fit Me Turo Fitness Podcast, a podcast for people who want to get no BS information about fitness and know that fitness is about so much more than losing scale weight. It's about feeling confident in your skin and empowered in your life. I'm your host, Turo Virta, personal trainer, strength and nutrition coach, and most of all, a husband of my beautiful wife, Miriam. Each week, my guests and me will give you some no BS fitness tips and motivate you to take action in your own personal fitness journey as we talk about nutrition, exercise, mindset, personal development, and executing in life with enjoyable but still effective strategies. If your goal is to look better, feel and be strong and experience transformation from inside out, you, my friend, are in the right place. Thank you for jumping in, and now let's jump into today's episode. Most people don't skip workouts because they don't care. They skip workouts because the workout feels too big, too hard, too long, too complicated, too much. And when something feels too much, your brain starts looking for a way out. You might say, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't have enough time today. I'm too tired. I will restart Monday. And then one missed workout becomes two becomes a week, and suddenly you feel like that you are starting over again. If this sounds familiar, this episode is for you, because today I want to talk about why you keep skipping workouts even when you really want to be consistent. And I want to show you that the problem is probably not your motivation, and it is probably not your discipline. And it is definitely not because you are lazy. The problem is often that your plan only works on your best days. But real life is not only best days. Real life is busy days, tired days, stressful days, low energy days, days when your kids need you, days when work takes longer, days when your body feels stiff, days when your mind says, not today. So if your plan only works when everything goes perfectly, it is not a real life plan. And today we are going to fix that. I will give you a simple framework called M.O.V.E. So M stands for make it smaller. O is for own your minimum. V is value the streak. And E is expect bad days. Because if you want to become consistent, you don't need the perfect workout. You need a plan that survives real life. So let's get into it. So let's get start with the real question. Why do you skip your workouts? Most people answer this too quickly. They just say, I'm lazy, I'm not disciplined, I don't have motivation, I'm just bad at consistency. But honestly, I don't think that's the full truth, because many of the same people are very consistent in other areas in their life. They go to work regularly, they don't miss a day, they take care of their kids without missing a day, they help their family, they answer messages, they pay bills, they show up for other people, but it is not that they are unable to be consistent. It's often that they have built no realistic system for showing up for themselves. And that is different, because you are not lazy, you are not overloaded, you are not weak, you are not tired, you are not broken. You are trying to build a habit in a life that is already full. And this matters. Because if you think the problem is laziness, the solution becomes punishment. You try to force yourself. You shame yourself. You say, come on, let's just do it. But if the real problem is that workout feels too big for your current energy, then punishment will not help. A better system will help. And let me say it like this, that most people don't need a harder plan. They need a plan with a lower entry point, because starting is often the hardest part, not the workout itself, starting. changing clothes, driving to the gym, opening the app, putting on your shoes, rolling out the map. The first step is often the real wall. And if the first step feels too big, you don't start. And if you don't start, nothing happens. So today I want you to stop asking, how do I become more disciplined? And start asking, how do I make starting easier? Because that is a much better question. And in the end, you become a sum of your quality of your questions you are asking yourself. Uh, so one of the biggest reasons people skip workouts is all or nothing thinking. You believe a workout only counts if it is a certain length, for example, 45 minutes, if it's perfect, if it's sweaty, if it's hard, if it's planned, if it's complete, done exactly as written. So when you only have 15 minutes, you skip. When you are tired, you skip. When you can't do the full workout, you skip. When your schedule changes, you skip. When your body feels stiff, you skip. And then you say, I failed again. But you didn't fail because you didn't train. You failed because your definition of training was too strict. And this is the same problem many people have with nutrition. They think, if I can't eat perfectly, I might as well eat everything. With the workout, it becomes, if I can't do the full session, I might as well do nothing. And that's the trap. And this trap keeps people stuck for years because life will always interrupt you. You will not always have 60 minutes. You will not always feel motivated. You will not always sleep well. You will not always have perfect energy. So if your workout habit depends on perfect conditions, it will always break. You need a plan for imperfect conditions. This is where many people misunderstand consistency. Consistency doesn't mean the same perfect workout every time. Consistency means continuing in some days that is a full workout. Some days it is a short workout. Some days it is mobility. Some days it is a walk. Some days it is one exercise only, because that still counts. And because the goal is not only to burn calories, the goal is to keep the identity alive. I'm someone who shows up, and that's the real goal. So, and this is my own example. I used to be that person who was always skipping, who was thinking as a former athlete that perfect workout need to be 60-minute long, 45-minute long, or 1.5 hours. And if I wouldn't have that time, I would be the first person who would talk myself out of doing it. But now, last 5 years, I I made a decision that I only need to get started. I made it as simple as possible with using these exact same principles I'm going to share later. So if and these have made huge difference. I amounts I'm training, if I look minutes, they are maybe one quarter, 20%, 25% of previously what I count as a hard workout or strength sessions, but I'm still able to maintain because of consistency my muscle mass, making even some progress with the bare minimum. But at this point in my life, I don't have to. My goal is not to gain as much muscle mass or strength as possible. It's simply maintaining everything, staying pain free, having energy, and that is at the moment it's enough. If I at some point I want to improve something, then I know how to change it. But at this point, maintaining everything, maintenance, that is the majority time of your life. You should be on maintenance. You shouldn't be even aiming to build something. Or if you are building like me, it's not going to happen very fast, but it's a huge win already to maintain everything. And what is then a real purpose of a workout? Because I believe that many people think the purpose of workout is only physical, to burn calories, build muscle, lose fat, improve fitness. And of course, these things matter, but for long-term consistency, there is another purpose. A workout is also a vote for the person you want to become. Because every time you show up, even in a small way, you tell yourself, I am someone who takes care of myself. I'm someone who keeps promises to myself, and that is a huge one. I'm someone who doesn't quit just because the day is not perfect. And that identity is powerful. And that's why a 10-minute workout matters. Not because 10 minutes will change your whole body immediately, but because 10 minutes can change your story. Instead of I skipped again, you get I still showed up. And that is a completely different feeling. And over time, that feeling builds self trust. And self trust is built by keeping small promises, not giant promises, small ones. And if you promise yourself five workouts and do zero, trust goes down. If you promise yourself 10 minutes and do it, trust goes up. And this is why I would rather have someone do 3 short sessions per week for 6 months than one perfect week followed by 3 weeks of nothing. Because your body changes from repetition and your identity changes from repetition too. And now I want to make this like really practical. If you keep skipping workouts, I want to use the MOVE framework. M, make it smaller. O, own your minimum. V, value the streak. E, expect bad days. So let's go through each one. So M stands for make it smaller. And that is the first step. And this sounds simple, but many people hate this step. Because when motivation is high, you don't want smaller, you want bigger. You want a full plan. You want 5 workouts. You want 10,000 steps. You want meal prep. You want morning routines. You want everything. But if you have a history of starting and stopping, bigger is not always better. Bigger often becomes heavier. And when the plan feels heavy, you drop it. So the question is, how can we make the workouts small that it becomes hard to skip? Not forever, just to get started. For example, instead of saying, I need to work out for 60 minutes, say, I need to put on my workout clothes and do 10 minutes. Instead of saying, I need to go to the gym, say, I need to do 1 round at home. Instead of saying, I need to train legs, upper body, core, and cardio, say, I need to do 1 squat movement, 1 push movement, 1 pull movement. Instead of saying, I need a perfect workout, say, I need to just move my body today. And this is not lowering your standards. This is building the door into the habit. Think about it like entering a house. If the door is locked, you stay outside. Making the workout smaller is like opening the door. Once you are inside, you can always do more. But the first goal is to get inside. And here is a simple example. If you planned a 45-minute workout, but the day gets crazy, now only you have 12 minutes. Most people skip, but instead you do, for example, 10 squats, 10 push-ups, 10 band rows, maybe 30-second plank, repeat it 2 to 3 rounds. Is it then perfect? Absolutely not. Does it count? Oh yeah. And because you kept the habit alive, you moved, you showed up, you built a rep of identity. And often, what happens once you get started, you might do more. Not always, but often. Because starting creates momentum. And that is why making it smaller works, it reduces resistance. And once resistance is lower, action becomes easier. So the first question to ask is, what is the smallest version of this workout that still counts? And that is your starting point. The second step is own your own minimum. And this is where you decide what is your lowest acceptable version is. Not your ideal version, not your minimum version. And the mistake many people make is they only have a best day plan. They know what to do when they have time, energy, and motivation, but they have no bad day plan. So when the bad day comes, they do nothing. And I want you now to create two plans, plan A and plan B. Plan A is your normal workout. For example, 45 minutes of strength training. Plan B is your minimum workout. For example, 10 minutes or one exercise or a walk or mobility. And this is not failure. This is a strategy. And let me give you examples like what you can put into your real life. If your plan A is full body workout at the gym, your plan B could be 3 rounds at home. So those 10 squats, 10 incline push-ups, 10 rows with the band, 30-second plank. And if your plan A is running intervals, your plan B could be a 15-minute walk. If your plan A is heavier lower body strength training, your plan B could be glute bridges, bodyweight squats, and stretching. If your plan A is 60 minutes, your plan B could be 10 minutes. And now here is the important part. You must respect plan B. You cannot do plan B and then say that didn't count, because it counts. Because the goal of plan B is different. Plan A builds fitness and plan B protects consistency. And both matter. You need workouts that build your body, but you also need workouts that protect your habit. And sometimes protecting the habit is the most important thing. This is especially true for busy people, mothers, professionals, women in a midlife, people with stress, people who are starting again, because the habit is fragile in the beginning. You don't protect it by demanding perfection. You protect it by making success possible. And here is a sentence I love. Never miss twice. If you miss one workout, life happens. If you miss two, the pattern is starting. But if you have a minimum workout, you can avoid missing twice. You might not do the full workout, but you do something. And something keeps the chain alive. So own your own minimum. Write it down. Decide before the hard day. You can ask yourself, what counts as my minimum workout? And make sure it is realistic, not impressive, realistic. Because the best minimum workout is the one you actually do. Third step is value the streak. And I want to explain this carefully. I don't mean you must train hard every day. That would be stupid for most people, because recovery matters, rest matters, sleep matters. But I do believe in valuing the streak of showing up. The streak is not, I trained hard every day. The streak is, I kept the promise in some way. That could mean strength training, walking, stretching, mobility, a short workout, a planned rest day. And yes, a planned rest day can count because it is intentional. The problem is not rest. The problem is disappearing. And there is a big difference between I'm resting today because it is part of my plan and I skipped today because I didn't feel like it and now I feel guilty. One builds trust, the other creates shame. So value the streak of intentional action. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't brush your teeth because one brushing changes everything. You brush because it is who you are. It is part of taking care of yourself. Trading can become the same, not always big, not always intense, but regular. And this matters because many people break the streak mentally before they break it physically. They miss one workout and think, I failed. Then, because they already feel like they failed, they skip more. But if you value the streak differently, you can say, okay, I missed my full workout, but I did 10 minutes. I'm still in the game. That phrase matters. I'm still in the game. Because many people remove themselves from the game too quickly. They think one imperfect day means they are out. No, one imperfect day is normal. So the question is, how fast do you return? And that is consistency. Not never falling off, but returning faster. So start tracking your streak in a better way. Not just that, did I complete the perfect workout? But instead, did I show up for my body today? And this could be a check mark, a note, a calendar, a habit tracker, whatever works for you, but make the habit visible. Because when you see yourself showing up, you start believing this is who I am. And when you believe it, it becomes easier to repeat. Then the fourth step is expect bad days. And this might be the most important one because most people create plans as if bad days will not happen. But that is not realistic, as you know. Bad days will happen. You will sleep badly. You will have stress. You will get sick. Your kids will need something. Work will explode. Your body will feel heavy. Your hormones will shift. Your mood will be low. You will not always feel like training. So if you are surprised every time life happens, you will keep quitting. Instead, expect it, plan for it, and say, bad days are part of the plan, not a sign that plan is failing, part of the plan. And this is especially important for women in midlife because energy can change more. Recovery can feel different. Sleep can be worse. Stress can feel heavier. Hormonal changes can affect motivation, mood, and training. So the goal is not to force the same intensity every day. The goal is to have different gears. Some days are high gear. You train hard, you feel strong, you push. Some days are medium gear. You do the workout but reduce the weight. Some days are low gear. You do mobility, walking, or a short session. All of these can be success because your body is not a machine. You don't need to punish it into consistency. You need to work with it. And this is where many people get it wrong. They think adjusting means weakness, but smart training always adjusts. Athletes adjust. Good coaches adjust. Programs adjust. So why would you expect your own life to be the same every day. That makes no sense. A good plan has flexibility built in because flexibility plans last. Rigid plans break. So before your next bad day comes, decide what will I do when I don't feel like training? Maybe your answer is I will do 10 minutes, or I will walk, or I will do mobility, or I will do one set of each exercise, or I will put my shoes on and start. After 10 minutes, I can stop if I want. And that last one is very powerful because often after 10 minutes, you feel better. But even if you stop, you still showed up, and that matters. Expect bad days, plan for them, and stop making them mean something is wrong with you. Then now I want to talk something very important because many people confuse consistency with intensity. They think if I didn't sweat, it didn't count. If I wasn't sore, it didn't work. If it wasn't hard, it was useless. But that's not true. Intensity has its place. Hard training matters. Progressive overload matters. Challenging your body matters. But intensity without consistency is not enough. A brutal workout every 2 weeks will not change your life. A simple workout done regularly can. Think about training like brushing your teeth again. You don't brush your teeth very aggressively once per month and think, perfect, now my teeth are healthy. No, you do small daily actions. And training is similar. A little often beats a lot rarely, especially in the beginning. Because the first goal is not to prove how hard you can go. The first goal is to prove that you can show up. And this is why I often say, make training easy enough to repeat. Not easy forever, but easy enough to build momentum. Because once consistency is there, then we can build. Then we can make it harder. Then we can increase weights. Then we can add volume. And then we can push performance. But if you skip all the time, making the plan harder is not the answer. The answer is making the plan repeatable. Because the best workouts is not the ones that look impressive on paper. The best workout is the one you can do consistently enough to get results. And let me give you a simple example, because usually when people contact me, especially in the beginning, they are very motivated. And I did in the beginning of my coaching career this mistake. Somebody said that, now I pay for coach. I want to get most out of it. And when we talked, they said at the moment, past years have been hard and they haven't been doing anything. And now they say that they are now really motivated. They want to get started. They want to get the fastest possible results. And they said that I want to work out 5 times in a week. And as a young coach, I was like thinking in myself, before, after pictures, what we get after 1 or 2 months to use my personal marketing. And of course, we did it. I did it. I planned 5 times a week workout. And you can guess what happened after 2 weeks. I never heard. First week, everything perfectly. Second week, started to skip workouts. From third week, everything was too much. I never heard from that person anymore. And honestly, I was thinking that, this was, she wasn't just motivated enough. And I said, I couldn't do anything. And now I'm telling that this was 100% my fault, that one could start motivated who wanted to change life. As a coach, I gave a plan that was too much. So that was definitely on me, and but I have done many mistakes, and this is something what you learn through experience that more is not always better. And if, for example, if you are someone who is saying that I want to train 3 times per week, great. So then maybe you create a plan. Monday is going to be a full body strength. Wednesday is a full body strength. Friday, full body strength. Each workout is 60 minutes. So this is kind of same example. So the first week goes well. Second week, Monday is busy. They miss it. Wednesday, they think that I already missed Monday. So maybe I will restart next week. Friday comes. They are tired. They skip again. Now one missed workout became a missed week. The guilt becomes, they just say that I just can't stay consistent. What if they had a minimum plan? Monday busy, do 12 minutes at home. Wednesday, normal workout. Friday, tired, do half the workout. Now the week is not perfect, but it is still alive. And they still train 3 times in some form. And that changes everything because now the story is I adapted, not I failed. And this is exactly the same. Like I rather uh, program now, especially for the first month or two, a little bit less. If you are someone who says that I thought to work out 3 times a week, is that if we start with the two, and because that self-confidence, what you get, you have always option to do 3 workouts. If you know that usually Fridays you are tired after the week, so you're not sure if you get workout in, it could be options could be that you have Monday, Wednesday normal workouts. If something happens on Monday, you still have time on Friday to recover it, do it on Friday, and when you end your week, you have done your 2 workouts. And if it's a perfect week, there is nobody says that you can't repeat your workout on also on Friday. So, and because there is a mentally, there is a huge difference how you talk to yourself, how you feel about yourself. If you did everything you were promising to yourself, 2 workouts per week, and if you for some reason you did even something extra. You did third workout. So now you are like that, holy shit, I promised, I kept my promises. I did even something extra. Instead, if you promise yourself to do 3 workouts in a week, you happen to do two, you skipped one. How you talk to yourself. You are not happy, or most of the people are not happy about doing 2 workouts, but they are pissed off with themselves that they missed one. So that is a huge difference. And then if at some point, once you build that consistency, you feel like that, oh, now I feel I'm into it. I want to do more. Then it's time to start adding. Because that identity matters. So I want to give another example. So if some woman is, I recently started to work with a woman who is 46 years old. So she was a little bit nervous. She didn't know if she was doing the things right. So she thought that she needs to go to the gym. She was thinking that everyone will watch her. And she was thinking that she needs a perfect plan. So what was the story for herself before? She did nothing. But then we changed it that what I asked her question that what if the first goal would be only 2 times a week, 20 minutes at home, basic exercises, bodyweight squats, wall push-ups, band row, glute bridges, dead bugs, because those are those exercises are easy and they are more than enough to get started. Not forever, but to start, because the first goal is not to become an athlete. The first goal is to become someone who trains, and you become that by training, even simply. So now I want to talk about motivation because motivation is nice, but motivation is not reliable. It comes and goes. Sometimes you have it, and some days you don't. And if you only train when you feel motivated, you will never ever train enough. And that is normal. Even people who are very consistent are not motivated all the time. They just don't require motivation to get started because they have systems, they have routines, they have minimums, and they have a plan for bad days. They know that showing up usually creates motivation, not the other way around. And this is important because most people wait to feel motivated before they act. But often motivation comes after action. And I believe that it's actually always. You put your shoes on, you start walking, you feel a little better, you do one set, you feel more awake, you do 10 minutes, you feel proud. Now motivation appears, but it came after starting. So don't wait for motivation. Create momentum. A tiny action can do that. So put your shoes on, open the app, roll out the mat, do one set, start the music, walk for 5 minutes, because these small actions are telling your brain, we are starting, and starting is the win. Now I want you to build your own move plan. So you can do this today. Take a piece of paper or open your phone notes. Write this down and make it smaller. Ask yourself now, what is the smallest version of my workout that still counts? It could be 10 minutes, one round, one exercise, a walk, mobility. Then, oh, own your minimum. Write your minimum workout. For example, my minimum workout is 10 minutes of movement, or my minimum is one set of each exercise, or my minimum is putting on shoes and walking outside for 10 minutes. Make it clear. There is no guessing in this one. Then V stands for value to strike. Decide how will you track your showing up. Maybe it's a calendar, maybe a check mark, maybe an app, maybe a note, but track the act of showing up, not only perfect workouts. Then E is expect bad days. Write your bad day plan. When I don't feel like training, I will, and then finish that sentence. For example, when I don't feel like training, I will do 10 minutes. Or when I don't feel like training, I will go for a walk. Or when I don't feel like training, I will do mobility and call it a win. This is how you stop skipping, not by becoming a different person overnight, but by building a plan that works with your real life. So let me give you a few minimum workout ideas. These are not perfect, they are not magic, but they are just simply tools what you can do. Minimum workout one, full body in 10 minutes. Set the timer for 10 minutes. Repeat 10 squats, 10 incline push-ups, 10 rows with the band or dumbbells, 30-second plank, 20, 30-second plank, and do as many rounds as you can. You don't need to destroy yourself, just move. Minimum workout 2 example. It could be a lower body day. 2 to 3 rounds. You do 10 glute bridges, 10 squats, 10 reverse lunges or step backs, 30-second wall sit. Then maybe your minimum upper body workout could be 2 to 3 rounds, then wall push-ups or push-ups on your knees. I prefer doing them against a table or a wall instead of putting on your knees if you are not able to do real push-ups. Then band rows, then shoulder presses, and then 20-second deadhand if you have a possibility, or band pull-aparts. Basically, exercises doesn't matter. These are just examples. You can do your favorite exercises, what you enjoy doing. It's just because this is not about perfection. This is about creating a plan of your minimum day that doesn't feel hard to get started. Then maybe your minimum workout is mobility day. It could be just some five slow cat cows, hip circles, child's pose, hip flexor stretches, uh, good morning shoulder circles, uh, any mobility. If you have areas that need attention, uh, do more of that. And if you have no idea, then reach out to some coach or ask AI, chat GPT, what's YouTube. There's more than enough ideas. And I have, for my clients, I have my mobility guide, what I have built that you can self-test your whole body and you see areas, because this was eye-opener for me. I thought that I'm pretty okay in some parts, but then when I did that self-test, which is, it takes 20 minutes, 20-30 minutes to do it once, then I saw that, oh, my wrists, my hips, they need a lot attention, shoulders, those three areas mainly. And then I started to include those parts what were lacking of mobility into my warm-ups, into my cool downs, and now doing them not a lot, but consistently. There's huge change how I feel. I have obviously improved my mobility. I'm not having any more pain as I used to have in my shoulders or wrists or on my hips or lower back, which is often coming from my hips. So those things, especially when you are older, they matter even more. Younger ones get out of it. They still are okay or recovering a lot faster. But older you get, I need to do my mobility. If I don't do it, I will feel it very, very soon. And it's not that mobility is not something that you need to plan to do 1 hour for workout. No, good mobility workout is 1 to 7 minutes. And the important part with mobility is that it have to be consistent. So several times per week, short ones is actually better than one longer focused mobility session. And then maybe your minimum workout is walk only. So go for a walk, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, that counts. Because especially on a day when the alternative was nothing, that is a huge if you are going to walk. Because you have to remember that the minimum workout is not there to replace all real training. It is there to keep you connected. It protects the habit. So now I want you to be honest. Even with this system, you will sometimes miss, and because that is how life works. So what do you do? First, don't make it dramatic. One missed workout is not a failure. It is all information. Ask, why did I miss? Was the workout too long? Was the time bad? Was I too tired? Did I forget? Was I scared? Was I overwhelmed? Did I have no plan B? Then adjust. The mistake is not missing. The mistake is not learning. Second, return quickly. Don't wait until Monday. Don't wait until next month. Don't restart the whole plan. Just do the next small thing. A walk, a short workout, one set, anything that says, I am back. And this is how consistent people think. They don't never fall off. They come back faster. And that is the skill, not perfection, recovery. And because now this episode is really about identity. And you are not trying to become someone who never misses. You are becoming someone who returns, someone who adapts, someone who shows up in a small ways, someone who doesn't quit when the day is imperfect. And that is a powerful identity. So stop saying, I'm bad at consistency and start saying, I am learning to keep promises to myself. Stop saying, I always skip workouts and start saying, I am building a minimum version that works on hard days. Stop saying to yourself, I need more discipline and start saying, I need a better system because your words matter. They shape the story and the story shapes the behavior. And this is, I want to tell my own example how I actually do this. So for me, my minimum, I have my own workout app, what I use for all my clients. And it's there. I have it. I have set my own workout goal. My goal at the moment is to do 2 strength workouts, and those are non-negotiable for me. Have to put them into my calendar, and I'm not taking any other appointments. They are as important as going for a work, doing a practice session, whatever. It is non-negotiable event for myself. That's how it starts. It still happens every once in a while that I skip those. But I do have a minimum goal, and that is 2 times per week and 10 sets. So it means 10 sets. I do usually 5 exercises, 2 rounds. That is my 10 set. And now, for example, this week, my friend, like, cause I'm a person who doesn't enjoy doing strength training. I know that I need it. I need to feel the best version of myself to stay out of injuries. I need it, but actually doing it, I don't enjoy it. If someone asks me to go for, or if my wife asks me for go for a walk, or my friend is asking me for playing tennis, or there is some hockey or something else, what I naturally enjoy doing, I don't have any problem with that. But at some point, like this week happened, my friend asked me to play tennis. I planned already my strength workout. So I was thinking that, oh, what I do, of course, I go to play tennis. I'm bad at saying no, and I enjoy it more. But then I was thinking that what I do, I have my strength day, and if I skip today, my full strength session, which is around maybe 40-minute session, uh, most likely I will have huge problems to make my workouts. So then I started with good intention to do. I said that, okay, I knew already before if I go to play, first I thought that I do it after my tennises, but then I knew that, oh, I might be tired. I might not be wanting to do any strength work after playing tennis. So I changed the plan. I did my 10 sets, what is my bare minimum, before I went to play tennis. And then I said that after I might be doing something more. What happened? I did my 10 sets, went to play tennis and won it. I did already have a weights I continue doing, but it felt so heavy and I didn't feel like doing it. So I skipped. I didn't, it was planned, but I didn't do it. But I still did my bare minimum. Now today is Saturday when I'm recording this. I will have my planned workout today and I will do. I don't know. At this point, I'm talking myself, I need to go to do other 10 sets of exercises to keep my streak alive. And now when I look my calendar, this is the streak what I have been currently doing. This is going to be 10th week in a row. And if I look whole year, I think in January I skipped some weeks or I had only one session, but before that, after that, I knew there was a one busy week. I could get only one workout in, but I did it. Then third workout, I did it already before. So one week I did 3, and next week only 1. So I'm still even in my app. I see current streak is 10 weeks, which is, by the way, I'm very proud of myself. But it's not. It's actually a lot longer. But this is visible. It is motivating me. I see it how it goes, and this is my bare minimum. And this is exactly this framework what I talk to myself. So my goal is never to make full workout. It's just to make it smaller. Like if you are someone who are skipping your workouts, use this move principle. So make it smaller is for M. So lower the entry point, so starting becomes easier. So that is for me. I need to only to get into my garage gym, get one exercise done, and then I own my minimum. So this is my minimum is 10 sets of exercise. I could make it for 8, but for me, I decided that it's 10. Valuing the streak. So track showing up, not only perfect workout. So for me, what matters more is that I keep my week alive. And of course, if it's every week, 2 weeks, 10 sets or two times 10 sets, that is, am I going to make progress? No, probably not. Am I going to maintain everything? Pretty much. At least I'm not going to lose a lot and expect bad days. So of course, I know that I have those low energy days like you should plan it. That when you have that bad day, plan B, and you are planning for low energy days before it happens. And this is how you become consistent. Consistent, not by forcing yourself harder, but by creating a plan that survives real life. So here is your challenge for this week. Choose your minimum workout, not your perfect workout, your minimum. Write it down. When life gets busy, my minimum workout is, and then finish the sentence. Maybe it's 10 minutes. Maybe it's one round. Maybe it's walk. Maybe it's mobility. But decide now. Because when the hard day comes, you don't want to negotiate with yourself. You want a plan. And remember, a small workout is not a failed workout. It's a kept promise. And kept promises build self-trust. And if this episode helped you, share it with someone who keeps restarting their workouts every Monday. And if you want help building a training and nutrition routine that actually fits your life, you can check out my coaching's options at personaltrainer.turo.it. I will put link in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening and talk to you in the next episode.
Hold up, friend. Do you love Fit Me Turo Fitness podcast? If so, the best way to say thank you is to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review on iTunes. I know every podcaster wants you to leave a review, but it's because those reviews help the podcast to reach more people. I truly want to know what you think, and if this particular episode resonated with you, would you also please share it? Either send a link to someone who you think will find it valuable, or take a screenshot and post it into your social media and tell your friends and family why they should listen it. Make sure you tag me so I can hear your feedback and give you a little love. And if you aren't already following me on Instagram or TikTok, that's the perfect time to hit that follow button. Thank you for being here and listening to Fit Me Turo Fitness podcast.